Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about insecurity. But before talking about insecurity, I would love to talk about my own experience first. So I'm naturally a very anxious person. Walking into any situation, I'm overanalyzing every detail of how things could go wrong and how I could fail at even the smallest of tasks, reminding myself how insecure I really am on the inside. But you know what? What I literally just realized is that being anxious and having insecurities is completely normal. We are all just people living our lives every day, making as many mistakes and bad choices as we are successful decisions. Well, I don't judge people when they are on the stage or in the spotlight. So, why is it that when I have to be in the spotlight for something, I mentally freak out to the point of almost backing out? Am I so afraid that people are judging me? The truth is that I'm judging myself. I'm thinking of all the ways something could go wrong instead of being my own biggest cheerleader. Every time I'm faced with something new in my career, there I am standing in front of a ladder a mile high with no hope of even attempting to jump over because in my mind I've already failed or embarrassed myself somehow. I literally envision myself fumbling over my words, failing on my face, or hearing people laugh in the crowd. Today, guys, I'm 24 years old and I've made the decision that this kind of mental sabotage has to stop. It has to stop because even in my most embarrassing moments, like the time some guy walked in on me in the bathroom at a restaurant and left the door wide open for everyone to see, or when I'm tripped as I stepped on stage to accept an award, I laughed it off, said shit happens aloud, and kept it moving. I'm a capable, grown ass woman. So, why am I always so afraid? Afraid of rejection, afraid of failing, afraid of letting people down. It all comes down to my own inner insecurities, and today I'm done with it. Because guess what? Bad, embarrassing things happen and they will continue to happen. I've failed before, I've been rejected before, people have laughed before, and the more important than letting anyone else down, I'm constantly letting myself down by not following through with things I love out of fear and insecurity. So, guys, I'm done with insecurity. So, are you ready to be done with insecurity too? If yes, continue watching this video. Well, some days you feel like a rock star, like nothing can bring you down. In every situation, you exude confidence, need to introduce yourself to new people, no problem. You feel easy and even graceful in your own skin without that nervous feeling in your stomach. Giving a speech to a crowd doesn't scare you because you feel good about what you're talking about. Everyone loves feeling invincible. And if you're not, please, I recommend to listen to Sia's song Unstoppable. There is a part when she says, I'm invincible, I win every single game. So please guys, feel invincible, no one can stop you, you are unstoppable. And other days, not so much. It's like a switch flips. Some days, without obvious causes, you want to hide because nothing seems to feel right. And there is no easier thing than saying to people to stop being insecure. But learning to overcome insecurities is challenging. Insecurities find their way into every aspect of our lives. We can be insecure about how we look, how tall we are, what our voices sound like, and so on and so on. Insecurities can come from being bullied at school or constantly scrolling through social media and comparing yourself to others, and please don't do that. Past experiences can follow us forward and haunt our self-confidence today. Our daily events can trigger feelings of inadequacy. So, since insecurities can touch many aspects of our lives, I'm here to recommend some types to be familiar with. So, I will talk about some different types of insecurities to think about. So, the first one is personal insecurity. And personal insecurities are about how you look or sound and how others perceive you. These surface level insecurities can seem superficial to someone observing from the outside, worrying about hair or clothing or an unwelcome blemish, but they can be deeply felt by the individual and cause distress. Personal insecurities can even prevent us from pursuing relationships, career opportunities, or social connections if we let them. So please don't let personal insecurities destroy you. They can stem from a lack of self-confidence because you care deeply about what people think of you. They often, but not always, relate to body image. So please guys, be confident. Think highly of yourself. Don't compare yourself to others and you'll be fine. Each one of you is unique. And also, social media platforms often lead people to compare themselves to others and enhance their insecurities, leading to unhealthy coping mechanisms like eating disorders and self-harm. And the second one is professional insecurity. So professional insecurities happen at our workplaces and make people anxious and self-conscious to give presentations or speak up. These insecurities can also fill people with self-doubt and cause them to believe they aren't good enough for promotions or taking risks. It leads people to experience imposter syndrome and miss out on achieving their goals. And the last one is relationship insecurity. And this one is very, very common because a lot of people think that they're not worthy of love and think, why would anyone be interested in me? People's relationship insecurities made them see problems where they didn't exist, turning what could have been a successful relationship into a short-lived, dismal failure. Relationship insecurities are common and can occur in any relationship. They make you feel like you don't deserve your partner and that someone else will make them happier. But no, only you can make them happier because you love each other. Why would someone else make them happier? And you know what? These insecurities can lead to jealousy, arguments, and dominating behavior. Relationship insecurities can be caused by past experiences with previous partners or other friends and family members if they've caused any trauma. Insecurity is something we've all experienced at some point or another. Even the most confident person in the room is surely insecure about something. The thing about insecurity is that it has the power to hold us back in all areas of life. And this culprit can totally be little things like worrying about whether or not you're wearing the latest, chicest leggings or the really big life stuff like negotiating for a higher salary or staying in a toxic relationship because you subconsciously don't believe you deserve to be happy. The good news is insecurities are not set in stone. You can 100% overcome them, no matter how big or small they are. Doing so just requires some work on yourself and a plan of action. But know this, regardless of what your insecurity tells you, you're not good enough, worthy enough, pretty enough, blah blah blah, we are all inherently enough. Period. So guys, are you ready to feel more confident than ever? So please listen to these tips. First one, don't judge yourself. Feeling insecure is hard enough, and beating yourself up for having those emotions in the first place won't do you any good. So as a starting point, drop the self-judgment. Accept the fact that you feel insecure about something and focus instead on doing the work to shift it. A little self-love can really go a long way. And the second step is to be your own BFF. Say thanks to yourself that your BFF or anyone else who really loves you would say to you when you're majorly doubting yourself. For example, if you're applying for a new job, instead of telling yourself that you will never get it or you don't have enough experience, etc., and you all do that, just admit it. Think of what your best friend would say to you to encourage you. Examples: you're amazing. You're more than qualified. You should definitely apply. Basically, gas yourself up because you deserve it. And the third step is to focus on the baby steps. Overcoming insecurity is definitely a journey and it doesn't happen overnight. So take that pressure off yourself. You can start making progress by simply taking little steps to build up your confidence and push yourself out of your comfort zone in ways where the stakes aren't so high. If social insecurities are your struggle, begin by just saying hello to someone new or talking to just one person at a party. It's those small steps that eventually give you the confidence to do bigger, scarier things. And the fourth step is to cut out the people who make you feel less than amazing. Notice who feeds your insecurity and who champions you. So if you have a friend who always bringing you down, it might be the time to distance yourself from them. When you need advice and support, go to the people who always cheer you and genuinely want to see you win. And the fifth step is pay attention to your body language. Insecurity can also manifest itself in physical ways, such as standing or sitting in a scrunched up manner. When a person assumes this kind of position, it sends a message to others. It's almost like they don't want to be seen. They're subconsciously trying to be small and might not even be aware of it. So simply sitting and standing tall and strong can make you feel more confident because physicality can inform mentality. The sixth step is celebrate your wins. When you do overcome an insecurity, make sure to acknowledge it. Whether you spoke up at work or expressed your truth to your partner, make sure you celebrate even the smallest of things you've done to step into your power and totally crush insecurity. This creates momentum and elevates your confidence like crazy. And the seventh step is to change your story. Those repetitive negative thoughts that are constantly playing on a loop in your mind, put a stop to them. Change the story that you're telling yourself. Often that inner critical voice is not even our own. Maybe it's something we heard from society or our parents when we were growing up. Being aware of our thoughts, regardless of where they originated, is the first step towards detaching from them and creating space to tell ourselves a new, more empowering story. So insecurity makes it difficult for us to make our voices heard, leaves us unable to dissent, and makes us tentative in our work relationships. It leaves us dissatisfied and reminds collaboration and renders our teams less creative and efficient. If there is one enemy of authenticity and innovation, insecurity is it. No wonder we try so hard to get rid of it. So thank you so much guys for watching this video, and remember, insecure people are made, not born. So please guys, be confident and don't be insecure because you are all amazing. Thank you. See you next time.